Hey, how's it going, you guys? It's SpideyEcho64 here again, as my sideburns are desperately wanting to expose. Today, I am here to bring you guys, I'm basically here to bring you guys my predictions for the last two races of the regular season for the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series. I will basically tell you what for these next ones. I'm going to be talking about the things that will happen during the race, that could happen during the race, and how well and will it be like last season, or will it be like any other previous races before? So and the reason why I'm really doing this is because one, I don't want to do a whole prediction month for September because after the Brickyard 400, the chase then begins, and for the chase for each, I'm gonna announce it right now, for each and every round, for all the rounds, for all the rounds, I will make prediction videos. I'm gonna predict who's gonna get knocked out of the round of 16, stuff like that. So anyways, on to the video. Alright, so now let's get straight. Let's just get straight into the video topic. So NASCAR. So as of right now, NASCAR is going to take a week off, and after their week off, we then go to Darlington Raceway for the Bojangles Southern 500, the third NASCAR Crown Jewel event race of the season, and so far, the Crown Jewel events races, the Daytona 500, I think, one of the most entertaining races of the year, even though, I did not like it. And, even though, I don't like it. And the Coca-Cola 600, well, it's the same song and dance every single week. Why do I even care? It's a fucking dumb. Yeah, but anyways, enough with the Kamikaze Games, references, but anyways, now let's talk about the Bojangles Sun 500. So obviously this is the NASCAR throwback weekend where, drivers, they all dig out and throw back paint schemes to the last six or 7 years of NASCAR, as long as it was around since the 1950s. Like, for instance, Jimmy Johnson is going to throw back to this car right here, the Cobalt car. The Cobalt car, even though the top should be white, the number on the top should be white. But anyways, yeah, he's going to throw back to this paint scheme, which is really, this was Hendrick Motorsport's 200th win. So yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. And I know Chase Elliott's going to throw it back to his uncle. William Byron's going to throw it back to Jeff Gordon. And what else? Kyle Busch, Ernie Irvan, and I'm waiting to see what is Austin Dillon's throwback, because I'm going to make a bold prediction what Austin Dillon's throwback is going to be. It's going to be Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s black number 3. It's going to be a throwback to possibly his Daytona 500 car. That's what I'm going to predict. Full prediction, I think it's going to be a throwback to Dale Earnhardt's classic black number 3. But I'm not so sure if they'll do it. But hopefully it will. Anyways, so this race, it will be a pretty long race. 367 laps of really hard racing at Darlington, the track too tough to tame. The stages are long. The stages are incredibly long. And also something else about this race, and that is one, for the past few years, Toyota has been winning all the races here. For instance, Carl Edwards in 2015 won it, and then Martin Truex Jr., and then Denny Hamlin from last year. But there are a couple of drivers who I expect only two of the big three drivers to run good here, and that is Kevin Harvick. I think he will get the pole for this race. Martrex Jr., he will be extremely, I think he'll be really good this track. And Kyle Busch, he'll be in the top 5. He'll be up there in the top 5, top 10 all night long. You know, some of the young guys will be pretty good there. Kyle Larson, he's going to be really good at that track. And then Eric Jones, I think he'll also be good too. And also the defending winner from last season, Denny Hamlin. But we all know that win did get encumbered, and Denny Hamlin didn't get the 10 extra playoff points in that race. But he still made the chase last year. I had to remind myself not to call it the playoffs. It's the chase. But, yeah, yeah, I mean, this race will most likely be like last season. But I expect really a lot of green flag lap passes. I expect good, that's what I'm expecting. And also, I'm expecting a lot of stuff. Now, there's one thing that I've noticed from this 2018 season, as we have not yet witnessed a Wreckfest race that isn't on a restrictor plate track. If you guys do not know what I mean, we do not have our annual Wreckfest race that isn't a restrictor plate track. So could this race possibly maybe be a Wreckfest? If that's so, then man, we're in for an interesting night. I mean, a lot of people are probably hoping for a Wreckfest, while a lot of drivers are like, no, and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna give you my pick for the race to win at Darlington. He's a guy who has had an up and down season. He's shown a lot of speed. He has 2 poles this season, and he's just been running incredibly well. And I think he's running incredibly well. I think Denny Hamlin will win at Darlington. And this time, he won't get his win encumbered. He will take the points, and he will be in the chase. Denny Hamlin will most likely make the chase. But my underdog pick. Oh dear. My underdog pick to win this race is underdog pick Eric Jones. He's been running really good lately, so that should be good. All right, now on to the final race of the season. The Big Machine Vodka. No, screw that. The Brickyard 400. So, the Brickyard 400. Now, this race, we all know, is usually the most the most unattended NASCAR race in the past few decades. No one shows up to this race at all. We can't even fill the grandstands across that big racetrack. When Indy cars come to Indianapolis, it's a big crowd. When NASCAR comes here, well, there's not much people. It looks like the IndyCar Grand Prix of Indianapolis. It literally does. But here's something I just want to say. We're not going to get a race like last year where it's a Wreckfest, I guess the reason why last year was a Wreckfest, and that's because, one, NASCAR Indianapolis, they're like, we need to put on a good show, so why don't we wreck, and stuff like that, and, whatever. So, so this race will most likely be like the 2016 one. Now, I do expect, Kyle Busch will probably be the most dominant car of the race. But I'm interested to see how, since Kevin Harvick has found speed, has speed in his car now, because last year's Brickyard 400, he qualified second, but didn't do that good in the race. I think if Kevin Harvick, I think him and Kyle Busch will contend for the win. at Indianapolis. But yeah. But anyways, so yeah. Now I am gonna watch this race, the Brickyard Runner, just because one, it's also the end of the regular season, so it's really gonna be interesting to see who can make it in, plus what could be the big factors in this race, because we know that Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Ryan Newman, Daniel Suarez, and Paul Menard are itching to get into the chase. You know, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has a couple playoff points. Ryan Newman doesn't have any playoff points. Suarez doesn't have any playoff points, but Menard has playoff points. So yeah, these drivers are really going to be looking to get the win at Indianapolis, because one thing is here's something I just don't want to happen. I think NASCAR should keep racing in Indianapolis. We just need to come up with a better car, or I think we just need to maybe we just need to make the track different. But possibly maybe a bunch of Indiana fans are going to be not going to be happy because it's all banked and stuff like that. I'm paying attention to you, David Land. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So who do I think will win this race? My pick to win the race is Kyle Busch will win his third Brickyard 400. I'm dead inside. But who's my underdog pick? Well, here is my underdog pick to win the race, and he's a guy who won a Brickyard 400, who's won the Brickyard 400 before. He's shown a lot of speed at Michigan. I think my underdog pick is Ryan Newman. Yes, I know. I hate the guy. I don't like him, obviously, because I still remember, Newman, I still remember you gave me that dirty look. Next time I see you, I'm going to give you that dirty look. And heck, you better stay away from here, because I'm going to have my own entourage of people going after you. You better stay out of Apple Valley, California, because that's a town where you're wanted at. But yeah, I think Newman could maybe upset it. He finished third here last year, and he was consistently in the top 10, I think, last year. But, yeah, that's what I think will happen. So, yeah. So now I'm going to predict who will make it into the chase. So here you go. So this is how it's going to go. This is who I think will get into the chase. Kevin Harvick is in the chase. Kyle Busch is in the chase, but you'll probably have 7 wins. Mark Truex Jr. will make the chase. Clint Bowyer, Kurt Busch, Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Eric Jones, Austin Dillon, Ryan Blaney, Brad Keselowski, and Kyle Larson, they made it in on points, but they will have wins eventually this season. Blaney, I'm not so sure. Keselowski, probably Talladega. Kyle Larson, I don't know. But anyways, I think Denny Hamlin will make the chase. So yeah, that's what I think. He'll win at Darlington. Eric Almirola, he will make the chase on points. Jimmy Johnson will make it into the chase, and I think that, and if he can beat, and here's my bold prediction, I think Ryan Newman will make the chase, and he'll win the Brickyard 400. That's what I think. I don't think Alex Bowman can make the chase. But I could be proven wrong, or maybe the points format won't change at all. So yeah, that's who I think will all make the chase. And anyways, we have exactly 12 drivers that made it in, 3 drivers that made it in on points. So anyways, guys, There you go. There you go. Tell me, who do you think is going to win these 2 races? And tell me, who's excited for these next few races of the season? Because one, I'm itching. Because one, I want the season to end already. I really want it to end already because it's just been too much stress. Too much stress and stuff like that. I'm dead inside. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below what you think. What you think of the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.